Hey, what's up, everybody? The Preston 13 here, and today I got a very special video for you, getting ready for tonight's case break. I thought I'd do something for you and show you some of my personal favorites out of my collection. Um, Now, none of this is stuff that you'll see on the case breaks that we posted prior. This is all stuff that I've had for years. Um, I tried to boil it down to some of the best stuff, and we won't talk a whole lot more about it. We'll just get started. We'll start off with a pile of rookie cards I got here. Some of my personal favorites: Patrick Mahomes, this from last year. Also from a couple years ago, I apologize. Baker's rated rookie from last year. Got a couple football cards to start with, and then more baseball cards. I just love that picture of Dion, his super rookie. My favorite player, Dan Marino. This is 1984 card. He entered the league in '83. The Frank Thomas #1 draft pick is kind of a staple. Any collector is going to have one of those. Pedro Martinez, star rookie. The rookies, it's Greg Maddux, one of my favorite pitchers. He didn't have incredibly fast stuff or anything, but when it comes to location, no one did it better. Most guys are going to have a Mark McGwire trophy card. The Bo Jackson rated rookie from '87. And my personal favorite as a kid, it was Eric Davis. If he had managed to stay healthy, he'd have gone 30-30 for a long time. Ryan Sandberg. We got a couple of him. Roger Clemens. Hojo Howard Johnson. Jim Palmer. Now this is a 1970 card. You see, he spent about 5 years kicking around the minors. The 1970 rookie of Jim Palmer. Robin Yount. Viewers up in Milwaukee, obviously, going to be very familiar with Yount. Now, this card's got some horrible thing going on there in the bottom left-hand corner. But you can see it's 1975. Robin Yount. Dave Winfield, one of my absolute favorites as a kid. 1974. Wade Boggs. Now, he wasn't flashy, and he didn't hit a lot of home runs, except the one year he wanted to, just to prove people wrong. But Wade Boggs is one of the best hitters of the baseball ever. There's just no question about it. Let's see if we can tone that light down a little bit. 1983 Wade Boggs. That's not a rookie card, though. I think there's 82 cards you can find of Wade Boggs, but he's so good. One of my favorites. I put him in the pile anyway. Joey Votto, his first edition rookie card, Upper Deck. It's a very pretty card. Now, some of these will be a little regional. I am from Cincinnati. Another Joey Votto, Topps Trophy card. Another Joey Votto. This is his Bowman. It's a beautiful card. I got a very special Joey Votto coming later, too. Something you'll like a lot. And look at this here. I'll show you both of them side by side. It's Derek Jeter, 1992 draft pick card. And you can see how young he is. And we'll take a quick look at each one. I don't remember now that this is 1993, made by Topps. And this guy, I don't remember. Yeah, this is a front row, 1992 front row card. So at that point in time, he would have been 18 years old. It's a good rookie. Very nice. I like it. Randy Johnson. I think you can find older Randys. There's one with rookie stamped on. Actually, I think they're both 89s. Yeah. So some 89 Randy Johnsons. They aren't extremely rare, but Randy was so dominant. And then we caught some Ken Griffey Juniors. We have quite a few of these. Again, a little regional. But everyone loved Junior, right? Let's see here. The Bowman cards, I liked that year a lot. What's that say, 89? Is that 90? 90. So those are both 1990. The Fleer one. And that one is in very good condition. 1989. So a true rookie card. The other one's from 1990. Score from 1990 as well. No, I'm sorry, 1989. Is Don Russ, rated rookie, 1989. That one is a little beat up. We already seen that guy. That one's in better shape. That one's in pretty good shape. Top left corner, just a touch. But that's a very good condition there. A 1982 Cal Ripken Jr. It's in pretty good shape considering its age. He had played 23 games in the year prior. Which light is that? I'm sorry. That light. This is the first time we've looked at a bunch of cards. The first time we've looked at a bunch of cards in the plastic, and I certainly didn't want to go removing them. So that'll be a little better. I'm sorry about that, guys. I do appreciate you hanging out. It's a lot of fun for me. I hope it's fun for you as well. And then your Topps Trophy card, All-Star Rookie card, Carlton Fisk, Hall of Fame catcher. He did get a cup of coffee with Boston in 71. This card is from 1973. I need to tape up. If we're going to do more in plastic, I'll need to tape up the webcam light too. I apologize about that. It's too aggravating for you guys. I can reshoot these later on. So just a pile of rookies there. Some of my favorites. I got some other stuff around here I haven't been able to locate. Maybe if I find my other stuff, I'll make a video about that as well. Some of the favorites that I found as we were getting ready for tonight's case break. We got a Series 1 Topps case break coming tonight with 12 silver packs. Larry Zonka. I grew up loving the Dolphins primarily because of Dan Marino in the 80s and how good he was. So I have quite a few from the 70s. Mean Joe Green for Steeler fans. That one's in not great shape, but not horrible either. This old Jim Maloney
card that was 1970. Yeah, the 1970 tops. Tommy Helms. Some of these are in here. You may not have heard of these players. But in here because of how old they are. That's a 1968 card. Then I wanted to show you this Bill Parsons, just the size of those trophies. Kind of funny. The 1971 All-Star Rookies. This should be in, 1972 card. The Yankees finished 6th place that year in the American League, so not the finish they wanted. But I wanted to show you some of these old team cards. 1966. (1972) Brewers and Angels. It's a 1971 National League Leaders card. And you can see there it's got Tom Seaver, Bob Gibson, and Fergie Jenkins. If you're not familiar with any of those guys, please do look them up. Just phenomenal players. (1961) Most Valuable Player card of Roger Maris and Frank Robinson. Now, it's not a 1961 card. The giveaways there says 1951 to 1975. This one is a 1975 Topps Chewing Gum card. A very pretty card, a unique color scheme. Two incredible players, Roger Maris and Frank Robinson. Here's a Harmon Killebrew from 1975. Easy for me to say. Harmon Killebrew. I wanted to show you one. I like the border. Some of these older cards, a lot of them are not in great shape. But Fergie Jenkins, for example, you can see that crease right across the middle there. Not great, but he was a great player. 1976. 10-year-old me remembers all these years just by looking at the card. 40-year-old me, not so much. So I appreciate your patience. Oh, Gary Carter. 1977. And one of my favorites, I was fortunate enough to meet Joe Morgan. He's a wonderfully nice man. 1978. It's quite a while into his illustrious career. Eddie Collins, Joe Morgan. Who's the best second baseman of all time? Steve Carlton and Willie McCovey, both from 1970. Or I'm sorry, 71. It's 71 borders. Fairly basic, but I like them. Good looking. I have stacks of some of these old ones, but a lot of them look like this. That's old Tom McGraw in 1966. So we're back, 53, 54 years ago. Another Harmon Killebrew, this one from 1972. I always liked the 1972 design. Yes. Carl Yastrzemski from 1973. Again, not great condition. Well, certainly not the worst I've seen with Yaz there. Bill Mazeroski. And then a couple more from this year. What did we decide those were? The 1975s. Again, with a very pretty color scheme. We got Frank Robinson and Bob Clemente throwback card. Dave Winfield and Phil Niekro. One of, if not the best knuckleballers that ever played the game. A couple more of the old guys, and then I got some real exciting stuff coming up here. 1984, Andre Dawson. I loved Andre Dawson, one of my favorite players. And a couple Carlton Fisk. Was that 85? Nope, 86 and 76. 1976, Carl Fisk. And a 1986, Carl Fisk. All right. We'll slide those out of the way. We'll take a quick interlude, and I'll show you something. One of my favorite things that I own. This is a coin that is roughly 2,100 years old. I found it at a shop one day, a coin shop. Guy had several, and after talking for a while, he let me get out of there with it. Like this and a trilobite that I have that are two of my favorite things. This is the only non-football card here, but I found it in the pile with some cards. So something cool. Let me see if I can get a good look at it. Got like a little elephant. I won't spend too much time on that. Just something neat that I found. I thought you guys might like to see it. Now, these are kind of one-offs, and some of them are just kind of silly. John Smoltz. Is that John Smoltz MVP card from 1990, Don Russ, or is it that one? Because one of those things is not right. Jack Morris. I wanted to show you because I saw that 90. You see that big line right through there? It was that year, the 90 Don Russ were awful. I'm sorry, Don Russ, but they were. I saw this nice little piece of history, the 1989 World Series, the earthquake. And then I found some other stuff. So now we're going to get into the really good stuff. We're about 18 minutes in. I didn't want to spend quite that much on the old cards, but they were very pretty and fun to look at. This is a Josh Johnson. So you might be thinking, why do you got a Josh Johnson set aside? This is a printing plate. It's numbered 1 of 1. This was 2007, I believe. Yeah, we'll look at it in just a minute. But you can see up here, Young Star's signature. So this would have been the printing plate they would have used to stamp the cards to make, and then he would have signed here. That's room for his signature, the big blank spot. And if you look, this is the only 1 of 1 card I own. Hopefully that'll change with tonight's case break. Magenta plate, Josh Johnson with the Marlins. Young Star signature, 2007. Congratulations. You have received a printing plate trading card. On the front of this card is an authentic piece of the printing plate used in its production. Enjoy your card. Thought I'd share that with you. I don't really want to take it out, but it is obviously a little stiffer than your average card. So now we're going to get into some signatures and game used memorabilia and numbered cards that I think you'll like. This is what I consider the start of the really, really good stuff. Dan Marino signature. We've talked about how fond I am of him. This is a George Foster signature card. Leather and Lumber, Don Russ. And you can see there it's numbered to 128. 73 of 128. One of my favorite cards, our Cincinnati fans in particular will like that card, George Foster. And what year was that produced? Oh, that is too small to see. It's a Don Russ, I believe, from the mid-2000s. Pete Rose, just his manager card there. Met Pete Rose, got his autograph on a few cards. This one right here, it's a Don Russ, 1986. In the top picture is the swing that tied Ty Cobb's record at 41.92. Or I'm sorry, 41.91, and then at 41.92, the bottom one is the hit that took the record from Ty Cobb. So your all-time hit leader, he signed it down there. He said he liked that hit better, so he signed down at the bottom. The card itself not in great shape around the edges there, but it was one of my favorite cards. It was a real treat as a teenager getting to meet Pete Rose. All right, here we go. Now, our memorabilia cards are going to start off with some football to begin with. Or this is numbered. The numbered cards, all right. 232 to 500, LaDainian Tomlinson. It's a very pretty card. I will make sure to tape off that webcam before tonight's case break. It's a little different with them in the plastic. We're learning as we go here, and I appreciate your patience. Tom Brady numbered card. Anytime you got something like that from the GOAT, it's worth taking a look at. Numbered to 1,000, 340 out of 1,000. Prestigious Pros, 2007 Don Russ. This one's one of my personal favorite. One of my favorite players in the league right now is A.J. Green. Number 2 of 15. This is 2012. I don't know if it's technically his rookie or a second-year card, but it is numbered to 15, 2 of 15. I got an Alex Rodriguez, numbered to 150, there in the top right corner. And then everyone loves Cal Ripken Jr., right? I gotta look into these. I can't remember what set in particular they came out of. It was the Upper Deck from 2007, the SPX. So this year they commemorated Cal Ripken and put out a bunch of numbered sets. At the top there you can see 609 out of 699. Ripken finished his 4-game offensive spree with 3 for 5 effort. Selected to his first All-Star team in '83, 462 out of 699, 330 out of 699, 316, first shortstop with 30 home runs and 40 doubles in the same year. 79 out of 699, getting a little bit lower. 3-round tripper proves to be the game winner for Cal Ripken. And in 1994, this one's numbered 50 of 699. He had a 9-game hitting streak. So some numbered Cal Ripkins. And then the Joey Votto rookie card. Those spots are superficial. I don't know where they came from. They're right on the outside there. Sorry about that. Maybe get him a new protector. He is in a penny sleeve in there, so he'll be just fine. This Joey Votto rookie is a Bowman Sterling. If I remember correctly, I think it's numbered to 399. Yeah, 131 of 399. Joey Votto rookie card, Bowman Sterling card. One of my personal favorites, obviously. Love me some Joey Votto. Certainly one of the best that's ever done it's Albert Pujols. Numbered to 1499. This is one of the last ones, 1477. But a very pretty card, still sealed with the Topps sticker on there. I would have pulled it just out of the box or pack that way, whatever it was. I do not remember. Quite a while ago. What was that? 2006. Well, 13 years ago. Very pretty card. And speaking of Albert Pujols, I gotta look these up too. I got 3 of these guys, numbered to 250, Topps Sterling series. And the year would have been 2007. And they're all the same on the front, aside from the number, obviously, and the picture. 231 of 250, 155 of 250, 238 of 250. A young Albert Pujols, my goodness, he was so good. So ridiculously good. Tom Seaver is one of my all-time favorites. And we have a 3 set of him as well. 209 out of 250. 100 out of 250. Back with the White Sox there in that picture. And 80 out of 250. With the Cincinnati Reds. Obviously spent some time with the Mets as well. And then the last numbered card is a Bob Gibson. It's also from that 2007 Sterling set. I think it was 2007. Yeah. This one's numbered 35 out of 50. You talk about an intimidating guy to face. All right, we got the last little stack here, and I tell you, I don't want to get you too excited, but it gets kind of good right near the end. Let me take a quick drink of water. Thank you for your patience. This Josh Rosen, actually, I had this laying out the other night. I got it out. Actually, I got it the day before he got traded to the Dolphins. I was at my local shop there. Shout out to Loveland Sports and Candy in Ohio. And they had this guy, and I thought, all this talk, it was the night of the draft. I said, all this talk about Josh Rosen, let's pick that up while I see it sitting there. Brian Urlacher, patch card. Some of the Chicago blue on it there. We'll start off with a few football cards and then get into some baseball cards here with the patch cards. Congratulations and all that stuff. Obviously one of the best linebackers to ever play a game. Almost as good as Zach Thomas. Brett Favre patch card. I honestly, I haven't seen too many of these in my travels. I don't know if that means they're rare. I just haven't seen them. This guy in 2007. Apparently, I was pretty active in 2007. Prestigious Pros. A very pretty card. Didn't get any color on our patch, but it's still a patch. I remember buying a bunch of these SPX cards. You can see in the X there. It's a patch of Frank Thomas. This guy is numbered on the bottom right, 20 out of 175 in 2007 as well. And another look at an SPS. Ivan Rodriguez. You can maybe argue him for the second or third. Certainly a top 5 catcher of all time. Give me Johnny Bench any day, though. And he's numbered, what was that, 62 to 199? This is a triple patch card. Chipper Jones on the left, Carlos Delgado in the center, and Manny Ramirez on the end there. Official game-worn jerseys, head of the class 1993 Flair. This card was made in 2005. See it right there, numbered to 93. Awesome. Up there in Chicago, Fergie Jenkins patch card. I don't think I found my Joe Morgan. I gotta find the box with my Joe Morgan in it. Starting to worry. I thought I knew where it was. Roy Campanella, Cuts card, numbered to 199. That's one of my favorite looking cards, just in general. A really, really pretty card. 27 out of 199. Congratulations. Alex Rodriguez, Authentic Fabric. And that's with the Mariners there. No number on the card. And I can't see the date. Not sure what year this upper deck is. But a very pretty card. These next two are two of my favorites. I remember getting these many, many years ago. I guess maybe it had to be 17, 18 years ago. It's Roger Clemens, National Patch Time Fleer Platinum card. This is when he was with the Yankees. It's game worn. (2001) Fleer. In that very same year, I got one of my all-time favorite players, Wade Boggs. I was so excited. I couldn't believe it. I remember screaming out possibly a curse word or two. I was so happy. Wade Boggs, just ridiculously good. Go watch it. I don't know if you should be able to find them. They're probably on the YouTube. Everyone loves YouTube. Doing the old batting contest, the bunting contest and stuff. He was a wizard with the baseball bat, truly. Speaking of that, Tony Gwynn. That's a patch card there. Another one of my all-time favorites. Just as good with the bat as Wade Boggs. Those two, Ted Williams, talking about putting the ball where you want it. Any at-bat, any pitch. Just ridiculously talented guys. Joey Votto's got a little bit of that in him. And then our second Tony Gwynn one. This one has a stripe running through it. It's a very pretty card. It's got a young Tony Gwynn there. The old brown uniform. Leading indicators. Congratulations. This is 2005 Topps. And one of my favorite cards. We're down to like the last 10 cards here or something. It starts to get even better. 199, numbered to 199, Ken Griffey Jr. patch. And a lot of those SPX cards. Another junior patch. Game materials from Upper Deck. That one I like a lot. They really do a good job of highlighting that patch. Congratulations. This is 2007 as well. And then this might be my favorite of the junior patches. Stellar Statman. Can't see the year on that Upper Deck. Maybe you can. We talked about Albert Pujols earlier. There's a patch card for St. Louis fans, Angels fans, baseball fans in general. You gotta love Albert Pujols. So good. Here we go. Johnny Bench, Stitch in Time. That's a piece of his bat. Legendary cut card. The greatest catcher of all time. Don't even argue anybody else. You'll sound like a fool, I'm telling you. Some other guys were really, really, really good. And I love Yogi Berra and Ivan Rodriguez and all those guys, but nobody did it better than Johnny Bench. If it weren't for, at 25, if it weren't for his medical problems, he would have been even better, if you can imagine it. Hard to imagine being better than Johnny Bench, but it could have happened. Nolan Ryan patch card. Everyone loves Nolan Ryan. 7 no-hitters in his career. Authentic game-worn uniform. No color, but a very, very pretty card. 7 no-hitters. There's a lot of guys that will never have 7 complete games in their career. Good pitchers that'll never have 7 complete game shutouts in their career, and he's throwing no-hitters like crazy. One of my absolute favorite cards, no doubt about it. There he is. Stitches in Time, Michael Jordan. Numbered 59 of 199. Chronology. Basketball. It's an Upper Deck card. It's got the L on it. Not sure why it's got an L on it. Certified as being used in an NBA All-Star game. So that's an All-Star patch. Michael Jordan. And we're down to pretty much our top 3. All right. I got 3 more cards to show you. Before I do that, I found some old funny names. I didn't find my Shooty Babbitt, but I found Tug McGraw. Tim McGraw's dad. Anybody named Tug? It's kind of funny to me. You remember Champ Summers? Champ the Chin, they used to call him. Champ's a great name for a baseball player. Moose Haas. Fantastic name for a baseball player. Bump Wilson. Anybody named Bump out of the 1980s, keep an eye on that guy. It's Bump Willis. And everyone remembers Fat Lever? Fat Lever. All right, our top 3 are right here. We're going to look at those in just a second. I do appreciate you hanging out. My name is the Preston 13. We're always here doing fun stuff. We got an awesome case break coming up tonight at 8 p.m. That's Sunday, that's May 26, 2019. Please do join us for that. It's going to be awesome. We have an entire case of Topps Series 1 with 12 gold or 12 silver packs as well. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Please join us, chime in, talk to us. We're going to have a great time with that. Here are my top 3 personal favorite cards that I own. Here we go. Winning trios numbered to 30. Ken Griffey Jr. on the left. Albert Pujols in the middle. And Derek Jeter on the right. Numbered to 30. Just a beautiful card. 2007, one more time, the SPX series. Upper deck. Ken Griffey Jr., Albert Pujols, Derek Jeter, all on the same card, number to 30. Before we get to that one, we'll do this one. This is a 1966 Mickey Mantle. Now, it's not in great shape. I got this card through a trade. I traded an entire team of Reds cards in 1989, 1990 for this card. And at the time, 10-year-old Preston thought it was a good deal. Now I feel a little bad on that trade because the whole team for one card, no matter what that team is. This is a nice card. Mickey Mantle, if you're out there, the guy who traded me this, I'm sorry. That wasn't a great deal for you. 1966 Mantle. Now, it's not in great shape. The corners are creased. But the majority of the card is actually pretty good. There's no huge creases going across it. That's what a 1966 Mickey Mantle looks like. Obviously, we all know how good Mickey was. This is my favorite card. Numbered to 18, Ted Williams. That is number 7 of 18. It's a Topps Triple Threads card. Uniform and bat. 3 pieces of Ted Williams memorabilia in that card. Only 18 of these exist on the planet. I go back and forth on whether this is my favorite or that Mantle. Today I feel like it's Ted Williams. Triple Threads. It's Ted Williams, it's Tony Gwynn, it's Junior, Wade Boggs, just pretty swings. And Ted Williams might have had the prettiest of them all. Teddy Ballgame, not only a great player, an American hero as well. 521 home runs for Teddy Ballgame, his Triple Threads card. So there you go, a few of my favorites. I hope you enjoyed them. I had a lot of fun going through them last night, getting ready for today's event. 8 o'clock, so just coming up here pretty soon in a couple hours. We're going to get going with that. Certainly do leave me a comment if you like anything. If you want me to redo it without the silly lights in the background, I can try to get a better job going on there. Hit the subscribe button. Follow me on Twitter, Preston_sports. We'll post over there before we go live. Join us for the case break tonight. I got some surgery coming up on Tuesday this week, so I may not be around for a week or two, but I do plan on coming back, so stay tuned. I appreciate all the help and support so far. All right, there you go. Be good, have fun, and I'll see you next time.